Listen here, girl. I know you think it's a game, but it is absolutely not. Okay, this is the energy supplement from Just Move Supplements. That's right. It's damn near all gone, girl, and that's because I had to get that energy up so I can complete the workout, so I can give y'all this body, this transformation, get into it, okay? And I'm done working out now, so that's why we're moving on to the protein shake. Oh yes, it's already in there, girl. It's already made right here. This is the mixture of the banana pudding, the chocolate cake, and the buttercream cupcake. And you really want to be fancy, you can go ahead and add that blueberry muffin if that's what you want to do, girl. But for me, it's these three right here, okay? You put that with some almond milk, you mix it all up in honey, okay? Your muscles have gained life. New energy, agility, get into it, okay? Just Move Supplements. Thank you very much. Hold up, Chief. Okay, don't forget about that TLC NutriBurst to get that multivitamin product because we all need a little extra. And child, if you want that sea moss that go down smooth, don't come up rough, okay? Get into the TLC Nautica sea moss. Yes, get that from me. And child, if your stomach hurt and you need to move some things around so you can be free, okay, go ahead and get that ISOT down below in the description box. Get it all from me. Come on in, come on in, come on in, not come on in, not come. Sorry, y'all know I'm weird, whatever.
Hey everybody, what's up? It's your girl BondyBlue. So let's go ahead. Hey everybody, what's up? It's your girl BondyBlue. Okay, follow me on Instagram and let's get into the video, right?
Girl, don't blame Mr. Charlie. Mr. Charlie is just a man. Hello. What's going on, everyone? It's your girl BondyBlue. I'm back. I said I would. I'm back. Okay, streaming. Girl, I was about to see. What is really hood, girl? What's really hood? Hi. Hold up, y'all. Make sure I got no food in my tea because I had to eat. Hold up. I had to eat, girl. Okay, thank you, Lord, for the nourishment of our bodies. I'm definitely gonna have to floss. After this. Okay, girl, listen. Real Housewives of Dubai, really messy things going on. I'm going to talk to you guys about 2 episodes back to back of Real Housewives of Dubai, just so we're clear, just so we know. We'll go through them quickly, girl, okay? And without any further ado, we're getting into it. So, Real Housewives of Dubai. Brooks and Ayan go furniture shopping with her son. He's adorable. She loves how dependent he is on her. You guys, people act like when they say things, they mean something else. But I feel often that people say exactly what they mean, even if they don't know they saying it because they mean that shit. But see, when a woman says that she's happy that her son is dependent upon her, even as he's getting older, but she loves the fact that he's so dependent upon her. Yeah, y'all. I don't like how that sound. Yeah, I don't like how that sound. But okay, fine. She says she's raising him the way her mother raised her, and she's happy with that. Okay, she says her mother was very militant. You guys, it really, it annoys me when people, I feel like we are all coming to a certain understanding, right? I feel like a lot of us, especially as African-American people, are coming to the understanding that our upbringings weren't necessarily the best. And not to say that our parents did not love us or did not do the best, but we're coming from a system called slavery. The parental-child relationship is skewed greatly because of the way we relate to each other in this country. So I think that it's not far-fetched for us to be reflective of the times in which we grew up and what was okay back then that is not okay now. We are seeing things clearer now. Things we did not realize were so fucked up, we now realize that was fucked up. I feel like we felt it was fucked up, but everybody was just like, damn, that's fucked up. Oh, well, and now it's like, yeah, we should definitely try to make sure this doesn't keep happening. This is fucked up. So So I feel like when Brooks has this like indignation about how she was raised and how she should raise her son, it's exhausting and stupid. And I also don't like the idea that people can't be, told anything about their parenting. I feel like, well, that's stupid. I'm not saying you should listen to everything that everybody says about your parenting, but the idea that you can be a parent, when your child says something, you'll say, I'm not perfect. I did the best I could. But then when people were giving you advice and telling you that you were doing these things wrong, you had a willful indignation about it. Ain't nobody gonna tell me how to raise my kid. Well, if you know that you don't know it all, why are you so quick to dispel and ignore when people are trying to tell you something about the way in which you raise or relate to your child, especially if it is considered abusive or if it is going to cause a traumatic, experience for them, like putting them in a boarding school for no other reason other than the fact that you feel like that's what rich people do. And that's what Brooks is on. So Brooks is doing a lot of different things right now that are making my ass itch. Okay? Because Brooks thinks she knows it all. She does, and she does not. One of the things about being a person that is successful is you can let your success go to your head because you believe that everything that's happened has been solely on your own will, which is true. But at the same time, there should always be a space in which you feel the need to self-check. Brooks has no self-check, and it's really obnoxious. Okay. You can't want a village to help raise your child and want the resources of said village, but don't want the opinions. It doesn't work like that. Be very aware how you raise your children. I agree. I think it's ridiculous, like to have the attitude, ain't nobody gonna tell me how to raise my kid. I'm like, somebody needs to tell you how to raise your kid if your kid is in pain because of whatever you got going on, but because it's a pain that you were able to get over, you feel like it's fine for your kid to have to go through it. Like, it's just, I don't know. Like, it's a whole bunch of fucked up things going on with Brooks. But let's continue on. All right. So Brooks and Ayan are going back and forth about what to wear to the pool party. Ayan doesn't swim, and everything she wears is too expensive. And I was just like, girl, not that terrible yellow wig you had on, Ayan. I like Ayan, but Ayan loves to big herself up, and she bigs herself up to the point of making me believe she's convincing herself of it. It's something that she's saying for her own benefit and not for the people around her. And Brooks is someone who is already so severely insecure, if you ask me, masquerading as security. But if you were secure, Ayan would not bother you the way she does. Because to me, Ayan saying, well, I don't know what time I'm going to wear, but I don't swim. Like, you were getting agitated by that. So what? She don't swim. She's still gonna come. All right, bitch. Well, just come through. All right. Do what you're gonna do. You ain't gotta swim. Just come through. Why is that? Why does that annoy you so? Like, I think you have a problem with control. You feel like you should be able to control the way people respond or react or just the way they are. You feel like you should be able to control that. And the fact that you can't, I think, is very unsettling for you, specifically with Ayan, because you view her as your friend in some respect, girl, I guess. I don't know. But it don't really seem like there's no real love there. Y'all fronting, ain't no real love there. Stansbury, Sergio, and her parents look around this very beautiful, opulent hotel apartment with the spa included for the wedding. Something that she is blogging. Okay, let Anila tell it. Stansbury says her mother doesn't like to talk about feelings. I'm really, talked about feelings. Okay, we get it. You're emotionally detached, except for when you're being an asshole. Got it. She and her dad are cool. Okay. Honestly, her parents seem very mild-mannered people. And her dad seemed very expressive or, just open as far as conversations. So I don't know, but I think that sending her away to boarding school definitely did a number on her and made her feel as if they don't really love her. So she has resentment and a passive aggressive attitude towards family and towards them in general. I think that that's a deep place of hurt for her that she can't seem to really get over, because she continues to act out in these very petulant, insecure ass ways. And you can tell that it's happening in the moment. Like, you can always tell when Stansberry is about to flip out because she's being made to feel jealous in some respect. Let somebody else in the room be more beautiful, more bronze, more young looking. Sergio might be looking at them, laughing, enjoying a moment. She's going to have a fucking conniption. Okay. So she and her dad are cool, and Sergio is begging for tiki tiki. I think this is their attempt to assure us that Caroline is not a beard, okay, and that Sergio actually wants her punani, okay. He wants it, he needs that, okay. That's what he said. Okay. All right. Y'all gonna have to like the video in a second because I think they dropped my food off, but I'm gonna read this right quick. So Ayan goes to see Sarah. Hold on, wait, no. Okay. Stansberry, Lisa, and Nina meet up for high tea because she's tired of them fighting. Stansberry says, with Lisa, you never know what you're going to get. I said, no, Stansberry. That's you, girl. That's you. Lisa is very consistent. I don't know what you're talking about. Okay, I don't agree. When they sit down, Stansberry says that she felt that Lisa attacked her. I said, you felt that Lisa attacked you? Girl, stop. That lady did not attack you. That lady was laughing with your man, and you got upset and said that. First of all, you said, are you going to go home with her? You made a comment like Sergio was gonna go home with Lisa, and then you asked if she wanted to, if Lisa wanted to, massage his member with her mouth. Like that was completely out of line and disrespectful and uncouth. And you totally forget about these moments where you say this types of crazy shit to this man. You know what I'm saying? Like, and to this woman. You said that. And you're going to sit up there and act like Lisa attacked you? Girl, this is what I can't deal with. I cannot deal with you throwing rocks and hiding your hand. I cannot deal with you coming at people sideways and they respond, you play victim. Girl, the white woman of it all, please stop. It's annoying. Okay? It's bothersome. Maybe you should slow down on the alcohol if you can't remember how we got here. Okay? Lisa says what she said was trashy. It was. Caroline says that she didn't eat that day. Maybe she misread the situation. And, she apologizes. I don't believe your apology, but you absolutely drank too much and misread the situation. Okay? Lisa says, listen, I like you regardless of what everyone has said about you. And Caroline was like, what kind of backhanded comment is that, bitch? What you mean by that? She was, I just, I've heard things, but I still like you. You know what I'm saying? And I thought this was so funny because I kind of like the fact that Stansberry clocked it. I ain't gonna lie. I like the fact that in the moment she hopped on that shit. She was like, excuse me, what does that mean? You know what I'm saying? Like, it was annoying. I've been put together that Brooks is trying to be an exotic black girl. Oh my God. It's giving what's wrong with being regular degla? Schmegla. What's wrong? There's nothing wrong with it. We're all different within ourselves. Why do we have to put in contacts and, long yacky wigs in order to feel as if we are exotic? Who the fuck? Girl, you exotic to people who aren't like you. Hello. Okay. Anyway, just like Caroline Stansberry is exotic to the people in Dubai because she wouldn't be able to eat that well in America. Without being on this show, she wouldn't be able to eat that well in America off of no damn blogging. But let me go get my food right quick, y'all. It's 238 of y'all in the room. We still got to get some Married to Medicine and Real Housewives of Atlanta. Do me a favor, like the video. I'll be right back. All right, and I'm back. Did you like the video? Did you tell other people we were here? Whew. I don't care for Stansbury. Your Stansburys are so out of pocket. Bonnie, girl, you're so beautiful. That's all. Thank you, Jasmine. So are you. Lisa could have dropped the names too. She's classy. Okay. Hey, girl, hey. The apology was not worth the air it took to give. It was not. She don't want to be that exotic. She has her Spanish accent, but I caught it. Oh, oh, okay. I mean, she is friends with Phaedra, who also tries to act special. Yeah, no, it's definitely giving fake Phaedra friends. Fake Phaedra friends. We're fake as fuck. We're friends with Phaedra. We're fake friends. Okay. Hold up, y'all. Let me turn my AC up because it's cold. Yeah, it don't need to be on 68 right now. All right. So back to it, shall we? Hope you're liking the video. Hope you're liking the video and letting other people know we're here. All right. Ayan goes to see Sarah while getting dressed for an event. Sarah's hosting an event. You know, let's make the world a better place type events. And Ayan is talking about how, recently she's been doing this thing her therapist told her to do, which was like water fake plants. And it's just supposed to help with her mental. Okay. And Ayan is still trying to figure out how to forgive or even deal with how she feels about her father. And Sarah then says, it's never too late to be someone like me. Think about it like this. Tell yourself that you can, be the type of person that people can come around you and get high off your energy. You say that to yourself every day. You keep telling your brain that, and it will be true. And there is a part of this that is absolutely true that Sarah is talking about. Sarah is low key kind of glued in a way, but she's also fraudulent. You're fraudulent, and I'm gonna tell you why. Because the type of work that she has had done to herself on the outside, it makes me feel like you can't feel that good on the inside if you fuck with your outside the way you do. Not to say that it wasn't a good decision, but feels like you keep doing more shit. And it feels like if the shit you were talking was sincere and real, you would find a way to be happy in some ways with where you are instead of constantly trying to fix and move and do all of this. And then you would also have the understanding that you can't, especially at this age, you can't give free game to everybody. Sometimes you just have to be a sounding board. And also, you don't have the self-awareness to not tell people shit like, you could be like me. Who says shit like that? You know what I'm saying? Who says shit like that? Girl, what? You could be this type of person too, girl. Like, what? Like, genuinely telling that to a friend that's confiding in you about how she feeling about her father, and you're making it about yourself, yet you want me to believe that you really deep like that? You're not. But I do think you have the understanding that you can make whatever you want to make happen, for yourself. I think you have that understanding, which is, probably why you're as successful as you are. There are a lot of successful people that have that figured out. As long as they say it can happen, it can happen. If they can say it can happen, they can believe it can happen, then it can happen. That's how things go. A lot of people don't understand that. Truly and really, they don't. Like, a lot of y'all are going to hear that and y'all going to let that go over y'all head, not really understanding that really say it, write it down, like, be intentional about it, see it in your head. It'll happen. Okay, that's a real thing. I tell y'all all the time, that I prayed very hard and envisioned what my life would be like not having to work at the news station anymore, and here we are. Okay, so I'm gonna say it like that. I'm not gonna be like, bitch, it's never too late. You know what I'm saying? Like, what the fuck? Girl, what? In this moment right now with your friend, Girl, all right. Listen, it's not a motivational speech time, girl. It's a just we're talking time, girl. And you don't know the difference. And that's what lets me know that there's some fugaziness going on there with Sarah. You know what I'm saying? And just my opinion, I don't care. Ayan says, Sarah, you remind me of someone like Jesus Christ. And I didn't know what she meant at the moment when she said that, but I was like, I guess she meant like a cult leader. I don't know, but we'll get to it later. During the event that Sarah hosted, she talked about being a global citizen and being a better person. And it was something about her speech that read fake to me as well. Because if you are a speaker, why is it when you got out there, it was almost as if you were reiterating or saying the same things over and over again? I'm sure they chopped and screwed it, but you have been saying those same things throughout the season. So when you get up there and basically say the same thing during this speech that you said to Ayan while y'all were, in your dressing room, it was just all very like, I'm so real. Like that's what it was given. That's what it was given. It was given meat munching Monique is what Sarah is giving right now. Okay. So Brooke's pool party. Brooks has some of her gay homeboys from out of town coming to visit her. And she explains how gay people, specifically, I guess, gay men, are able to live their lives in Dubai. No, you cannot have any public displays of affection, but people are not stoning you, outside of your house or anything. And I'm like, child, I feel like that's, y'all can talk that shit all y'all want to. I'm sure it's more progressive than we know. But at the end of the day, child, it's regressed as fuck here right now. Like, it's really starting to feel real second, third world around this bitch. Everybody knows the only reason America was considered a first world country is because of all the rights that the women have. That's what makes a country first world. Not technology and all of that other shit that y'all think makes a country first world. No. What makes a country first world is not just money. It's also all the rights that the women have. Look, check it out. Look around the world and check out the countries that have like the most, access to healthcare for women and time off from work and all of that type of shit. Like those are the places that literally have the best value of life, are usually the places where the women have the most rights. Okay. So living somewhere, like this right now, girl, we don't need the comparisons. Ain't nowhere safe as far as I'm concerned. Ayan tells Lisa that she doesn't believe Sarah is genuine and that she was judging Ayan, telling her to be kind. And I'm like, Ayan, you were right. That's how it felt. Nina complains about sending her kids to travel during COVID without her, especially because, they're going to the hospital, I believe, to visit her dad who just got COVID. So she's really worried about him. Brooke says that her son texted her complaining that he was hungry, and Stansberry said, well, you should send him to play with my boys. And Brooke says that she's sending him to boarding school, and Stansberry says, boarding school traumatized me. And Brooke says, isn't it just like overnight camp? And it's like, overnight camp? Do you see what I'm saying? There's a disconnect that you need to stop ignoring, Brooks. Brooke says it's overnight camp. He'll be fine. Ayan brings up feeling away when she and Stansberry got into it. She felt like Nina didn't have her back. And there's some energy there. And Nina says that she's upset because of her father and him being in the hospital. So she starts to cry. They comfort her and, of course, stop talking about what the issue Ayan had with Nina was. Stansberry tells Sergio to stick up for Nina because everybody thinks that Nina is crying because of something that Lisa or Ayan said to her, but that's not why. Thank God Sergio is not an idiot. Because Sergio kind of goes over there and peeps the scene first. And he said he wanted to, come and hug Nina. And so that's what he did. And then he sat down and then he hugged everybody. Like everybody was hugging. Nobody was trying to make Nina cry. Okay. So calm the fuck down, Stansberry, sitting up there talking about Sergio, go stick up for Nina. Girl, get this out of your, okay? Like, oh my God. Oh my God. Like nobody was ganging up on Nina. Cut it out. Anyway. And then it was so sweet when Sergio was like, I cry all the time. I loved it. I loved it. Sergio is super sweet. I love it. I feel like if Sergio is really into Stansberry the way they're trying to make it seem, if that's true T, I'ma say that that is God making up to Stansberry that nobody really raised her. That's God making that up to the little girl that didn't deserve to get, basically thrown to the fucking wolves at a boarding school full of mean old bitches and young bitches. Okay, because to me, like, going to an all girls school with nuns and shit was terrible. I can't imagine not having the reprieve of being by my mom in a comfort zone. And for Stansberry to grow up not having a comfort zone, like, I definitely understand why she cold-blooded as she tends to be. But I appreciate the fact that she knows how badly that messed her up, because as soon as Brooke said that shit, Stansberry was like, hold up, bitch. I said bring your boys over to my house. I ain't say send them away. Shit. Like, even Stansberry ain't that cold, because she has that understanding that when you send your children away, it does something to them. They no longer have comfort. Okay. Y'all think money is comfort when y'all get older, not realizing for children, your parents, okay? Whoever the person that takes care of you, like that's safety. That's comfort. Kids don't think about money and access and all of that shit. Brooks, y'all, I'm sorry. She just annoyed me with that shit. Anyway, y'all, Stansberry meets with her dad and her sister, I believe, or it was her daughter. Her dad and her daughter. His dad, Sergio's dad, offered to pay him to break up with Stansberry, and his mom cried once she found out that he was in a serious relationship with an older woman that was not going to give them any grandchildren. Now it's so funny. Ha 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 ha. She feels like, she's at the end of her life, and he'll be married to her for a little while, and then he'll be able to go on and have kids with someone after her. Honestly, I think Stansberry's outlook on that is refreshing, to be honest. Sergio likes to use the N-word. Oh, great. That's why you can never like him too much, huh? You can never like him too much. I mean, he's very much a follower. I was just saying I thought he was sweet. Her dad says he wanted to marry this girl, a single mother, when he was younger, and she had kids, and she was 4 years older than him, but his family said they would disown him if he married her, and she would not allow him to do so. And I'm like, damn, Stansberry, your daddy just really laid his heart out on the line, because he letting you know that he wasn't really in love with your mama when y'all was together. When he had, wasn't really in love with your mom. He was in love with a whole nother person, but he couldn't be with that person. You know what I'm saying? That's sad to me. But I feel like that has to kind of shine a light on probably why they didn't have the emotional availability to be there for Stansberry in the first place. But anyway, then Caroline starts talking about how Sergio lied about his age, but he loves her, he'll do anything for her, and all of this shit here. And I'm like, yeah, it seems that way. It seems that way. Brooks invited Sarah and her best friends, the two gay guys, over to her house for dinner. And Sarah talks about wanting her son to talk about his feelings more, so he's not like a lot of other Arab men who are, y'all know, misogynistic and don't express feelings that aren't anger. Brooks' son comes downstairs and sits at the table with everybody, and Brooks is cutting his food for him. Well, really, she has the housekeeper cut up his food for him, and then when he goes to pick up the pieces of chicken with his fingers, she's like, hey, don't do that, okay? Don't pick up the food, with your fingers. And it's just kind of like, it's not that fucking deep, it's chicken, bitch. Like it's not that serious. She was obsessing about the way he was eating, and then she sends the maid to tuck him in, and Sarah was like, you don't want to go tuck him in? So everybody is noticing how she is hypercritical, and she's also not very emotional. And then you have the nanny doing everything for your son and then acting and verbalizing that you're doing it. That is all very weird. That's all very weird. You want me to cut your food up? Oh, can you please cut his food up for me? That's not you doing it. And the fact that you say you're doing it, to me, it shows that something is not right up there as far as I'm concerned. Okay. Like, I'm going to just go ahead and keep it a buck with y'all. She wants him to get a good job so that he can buy her a Ferrari every year. He says, I don't like Ferraris. I'm glad he said that to her. But I feel like that's another thing. Why do y'all put that type of pressure on y'all children to have to one day take care of y'all? That's not okay as far as I'm concerned. I don't think that people should be raising their children to think that it's their responsibility to take care of their parents once they get older. Like, no. Like, it'd be one thing if you are, if you are ailing, but even then, I feel like everybody shouldn't be a caregiver, and y'all need to learn how to get insurance for these fucking people so that y'all can pay for nurses and people to come over and do a job and take care of somebody. Everybody can't be out here, wiping grandma ass. Okay. Courtney, thank you for the super chat. My mom went to boarding school and the experience traumatized her. She'll be 80 years old next month and she still carries the hurt from her mom making the decision to send her there. Thank you for the super chat and for that information. Listen, one of my favorite movies growing up was A Little Princess. One of my favorite movies growing up was A Little Princess. Y'all go watch that movie, 1993. It was a good one. There was one that came out way back in the day with Shirley Temple. I saw that one too. Good movie. Okay. But about a little girl that ended up in a boarding school as an orphan when her father died during the war. So, girl, I used to love me a good Shirley Temple movie. What? I used to have Just Around the Corner. Okay, that was another one I used to have. But yeah, I used to love me some Shirley Temple movies, girl. Anyway, they remake all the Shirley Temple movies, y'all. They always remake them, but A Little Princess was one of them. And that movie broke my heart. Okay, that movie broke my heart. Fuck that little girl up. But it was a good movie, y'all. Made me feel good. Like, that movie always made me feel good. If y'all ever seen A Little Princess. I'm trying not to sing the song that they play in the movie. I'm letting it go. Anyway, okay, so Brooks asked everybody she asked Sarah what she thought about her sending her son to boarding school. And this is what annoyed me. You actually did ask them for their opinion. And then when they gave their opinion, you got mad and said, I didn't ask you for your opinion, when in fact you did, and it's on camera. And I think you were asking their opinion because you thought it was a flex for you to be able to send your son to boarding school, not realizing that most of us are not living in the 90s and realize that sending our children away for long extended periods of time is traumatizing. Okay, listen, I can't do it. Take my heart. I'm not gonna do it. Because I don't know all the words like that. Them little kids be whispering the shit out of that song. Sarah says that you send your children to boarding school when you don't have time for them, when you work too much. She thinks it's about her son getting all the advantages that life has to offer. Sarah tells her she needs to take a deeper look. They tell her that she's cold-hearted, and then she gets defensive. Sarah tells her that she's bleeding on someone who didn't cut her. I was like, damn, she reading her the fuck down. I mean, I'm going to be real with you. I wasn't mad. I wasn't mad at Sarah. I wasn't mad at Sarah at all, because not only did you ask her, but I feel like she was really trying to be extremely respectful when she said what she said. You know what I'm saying? She even asked her, she was like, look, can I give you my opinion? I don't know your son, but you need to look deeper there. And the reason why she said that is because you seem to think that Adam is fine, and just somebody sitting across from Adam may be able to surmise that he's not. Maybe. I don't know. But then when Brooke's homeboys get involved in the conversation and say that she will understand when she's a grandma and she's trying to make up for the way she treated her son by treating his children better, okay, that's when she'll realize it, okay? And when he said that, Brooks got even more upset. So she goes off on him. Don't you fucking talk about my parenting. Okay? I'm doing this by myself. You don't know anything about my circumstances. Okay? Nobody is going to tell me how to parent. And it was just like, you need to be listening to people on how to parent instead of playing a race card because you don't like what your friends are telling you. Because that's what I felt like she was doing. Her best friend know what's up. And you saw the other one that sat there and didn't say a word. It's because they probably have already had this type of conversation with her and she took it wrong when they weren't even like doing all of this. Like something makes me feel like they've already like, you know, kind of teetered around this conversation before. So Ayan and her son, Todd, go to her designer. Her son also models. She says it is not something that she forced him into. He likes to do it. And he has a really great walk. Okay. He has a really great walk. I was like, yes. Okay. Like it was fire. They had this like really beautiful gold bomber jacket and matching track pant type of situation. I was here for the whole look. I love the fact that Ayan has a designer and she literally goes to the designer every episode. Here's my issue, Ayan. Hi, honey. Hi. I love you. You're great. Okay. And please don't take this as shade. Just take it as a note for the following season. If you guys get a season 2, I hope you do. Better wiggage. Better wiggage. You need better wigs. You cannot continue to stomp on the girls' necks with a look every time you come into the room, and then we slide up to your face and we're looking at hair store plastic bag wigs. Where's the scalp? Where's the scalp? It looks synthetic. Where'd you get this? Not in the Americas. You need to have somebody shipping to from America, baby. You need somebody to get a wig from China, to send it to somebody in America to ship it to you. Because I don't know if Dubai got what the girls need out there. Honestly, I feel like a lot of y'all wiggish ain't wigging the way it's supposed to. But I do feel like Lisa's wigs are good. So I'm trying to understand why Lisa is not helping her friend. Why are you allowing your friend, okay, to be out here with these synthetic, you know, damn near grocery store wigs? No root, no coloring on the scalp, no scalp in the wig. It's 2022. All the wigs need to have fucking scalp. That's what we're looking for. And if it doesn't have scalp, it needs to be in a style in which we wouldn't be able to see your scalp anyway. And if you're going to wear a bang, okay, please make sure the bang is yanging, okay? Meaning the bang needs to move, Ayan. You'll have on a wig and it'll have a bang and the bang won't yang, okay? It's just bang. It's not yanging. No, it's bang. And it's just right there. And it's stiff. And then it was like that weird yellow color that one time. I was like, who said that? It was cute. So if you're going to be the most beautiful girl in the room at all times in all of this, please get the wiggage on point. See, that's what the fashion girls don't know. Regular girls know that it don't matter what you have on as long as your hair is laid. Real girls know, and I'm talking about real girls walking around in the world, not girls that are like, you know, their beauty is based in being a model. Okay, real girls know, bitch, I can have on basketball shorts and a wife beater, but if my hair laid, it don't even matter. This is an outfit if my hair is laid, bitch. Okay. But if my hair not done, it don't matter how cute my outfit is. People still gonna be like, but that bitch hair is tall. It's tall. Who did that? Girl, it don't look like the bomb. It don't look like the bomb. Okay? Because you not having correct wiggage or your hair not being laid almost seems as if you're unkept with pretty clothes on. Fix it, Ayan. We love you. Fix it. Okay, so Stansberry and Sergio meet with the parents. Sergio's dad actually said he would pull his salary if he broke up with her. It's when we fully understand Sergio comes from money as well. Okay. It's really awkward. Sergio's mom doesn't speak English. The dad is cool. He just wants Sergio to be happy. But of course, I think whenever people are ethnic, they want their young sons to marry young, beautiful ethnic women. Unless you're black. Unless you're black, and then bring home a white girl. It's great. Um, but like for most, like, most ethnicities, most nationalities, I feel like Sergio's people wanted him to come home with some, young, beautiful, long, brown-haired woman, with tits up here and a womb ripe and ready for impregnation. You know what I'm saying? Somebody his age. And he came through with, Caroline. He came through with somebody old enough to be his mama, but who don't look as young as his mama. Poor thing. The mama didn't speak much English, but I know one thing. He's white Spanish, not really ethnic. Let me tell you something, baby. Okay? I am aware of people not being black. I didn't say he was black. I said he was ethnic, which means he comes from an ethnicity, which means not white. It's not white. Did you see his dad and his mom? It's not white. Just because it's not white doesn't mean that it's black. Y'all got to stop confusing these two things. Ethnic doesn't mean black. Okay? Ethnic just means true to one's ethnicity, as far as I'm concerned. Okay? Meaning that he is white. I'm not saying... Okay, I'm not finna argue with y'all about this. I don't give a fuck about whether he's white or not. To me, Stansberry and him are not the same white. But y'all can argue about that all y'all want to. Okay? When I looked at that man's parents, they look ethnic. The fuck? Whatever their ethnicity is, they look true to it. Okay? And that don't look like the English white that Stansberry comes from. Why is y'all in my comments arguing with me about shit that don't matter? I didn't say the man was black. Oh my God. Y'all, stop it. Why people can't be ethnic without them being black? Why that man can't be Latino? Why that man can't be Latino and his people want him to be with somebody Latino? I said somebody with like long dark hair and shit. I did not. Oh my God. Y'all are still saying it. Y'all are still saying it. Yeah, but they're white. Does that make you feel better? Like, what is the point? Okay, Lord. Okay, you gonna say you're not arguing, but we didn't say all this, and then somebody like, but they still white. And you gonna tell me that's not arguing? That feel like arguing. I'm not saying Latinos cannot be white. Okay, I'm not saying that, but them people are not white the way Caroline is. Y'all know what I mean. Why y'all doing this? Like, y'all know what I'm saying when I say this. That's why I said ethnic. I did not say black. I didn't even say people of color. I didn't even say people of color. But what I'm saying specifically for a reason, because then people wanted to see somebody that looked like them. If they was both white, then pulling up with Caroline wouldn't be that bad, huh? Bruh. Because in America, ethnic means black in America. But in other places, it just means the ethnicity that they are. They're not the same ethnicity. Whether they are white or not, Carolyn and Sergio are not the same ethnicity. And that is what I meant when I said that. It ain't just about her ass being old. I feel like it's also her not speaking their language either. You know what I'm saying? The word ethnic has been used to equal black for others. That's not what I meant, though. That's why I said ethnicity. That's why I explained myself. Okay, right. Like, we talking about people of European descent, and y'all like, but they white, though. That's what a lot of European people are. I ask of no consequence. I'm trying to make a differentiation between the two, and y'all up here like, but they both white. But everybody's white. Y'all so stupid. I cannot. I cannot. All right. Where was I before we started going back and forth about this? Ugh. Oh my God. Um, Brooks talks to Lisa about how Sarah's telling her to be more affectionate, you know, how that upset her. And basically Brooks went around trying to get everybody to be mad at Sarah. That's what it felt like to me. And she got Lisa on her side because Lisa, like a lot of black women, automatically know, like, it's black people. You can't tell us nothing about our our parenting. You can't tell us nothing about our parenting, girl. It don't matter. We could beat these kids for their life in the middle of the street, bitch. You better not say nothing about it. Okay. I mean, y'all saw what happened with Patrice and Mercedes. They ain't nobody jumping to help. Ain't nobody coming to help. No, nobody did nothing. They let it happen. Okay. Then they said Sarah is a walking meme. That shit was hilarious. She's always giving unsolicited advice. Brooks feels like it's an attack on her culture. I want Brooks to stop trying to pull a race card. Ain't nobody attacking your culture, bitch. Okay? Nobody. This is what I want y'all to stop doing. Bad parenting is not synonymous with black people. Can y'all stop doing that? Can y'all stop doing that? Oh my God. Are we really still talking about the whole ethnicity thing in the comments? Are they from Spain? Is that where they're from? I don't know where they're from. I didn't do the deep dive. Okay. Hispanic, Latino, of Spaniard descent, bitch. I do not care. Moving on. Oh my God. Y'all are blowing me. I'm trying to move on. You know what? I'm going to stop reading the comments. That's what I'm going to do. We're off the comments. Okay. So because I can't do both today. I can't like read comments and stay on topic today. So let me hurry up, girl. I ain't got enough time for all this. Stansberry's engagement party. Okay, Sarah sends a group text checking Brooke about spreading lies after she has her conversation with Nina, because Brooke talked to Nina too and told her that she was talking to her about her parenting. Okay, so everybody is getting ready and going to the white engagement party out in the middle of the desert. Stansberry and Sergio get dressed. She wants people to stop asking her for shit, but it was annoying to me because it was like she was telling Sergio to do everything. Like Sergio's about to zip up his pants. She's like, zip up your pants. He's already zipping his pants up. And she got it. But as soon as nobody's asking for, I'm sorry, y'all. She's telling him what to do, but at the same time telling people to stop asking her what to do. That's what I mean. It was just, girl, what? One moment you telling him to zip his pants up, but then when they asking you if this look good, I really just want you to get dressed. Stop asking me things. Zip up your pants. Like, what's going on, Stansberry? I feel like she tries to act like she doesn't want he wants her input constantly, and she acts like it annoys her. But I actually think she likes the fact that he's so dependent upon her. As somebody that has abandonment issues, I feel like she sees Sergio almost like one of her kids, somebody that gives her this unconditional love that she feels like she never got growing up. The problem with that is that she's also emotionally abusive towards Sergio. So I just don't know how this is going to go, Anyway, so Nina is sad because her dad is in the hospital with COVID and her money can't fix it. So everyone shows up to the desert for the party. Stansberry is mad that Ayan is wearing a wedding gown, but it wasn't a wedding gown, which was extremely annoying to me. It was a lace white cape, and she had on a bodysuit under a cape. Okay, you're the one that told everybody to wear white. This was not a fucking wedding. This was the engagement party. So what did you think Ayan was going to do? Every time y'all have an event, Ayan comes in there sweeping the ground, okay? Like, she comes in eating the girls up with whatever the look is. She was always going to look better than you at your event, Caroline. I don't care what the fuck you thought. She was always going to look better than you. Okay? I don't know why. I don't know why you're setting yourself up to be upset. It was a cape and a bodysuit. Stansbury, girl, stop being jealous of them people. It ain't nothing you could do about it, ma'am. It ain't nothing you could do about it, ma'am. They younger than you, amongst other things. You know, like it's I know it's sad, honey, but you come from generational wealth. Just remember that. You know what I'm saying? Just remember that. And please, by God, lay off the filler. It's just my opinion. I don't care. Brooks is mad at Nina because y'all, Brooks was on one. I don't even understand why she was upset at Nina. Like, I was like, girl, what? You mad at Nina because Sarah got in the text messages in the group chat and checked you about lying about what was said when she talked to you, because you were telling people that she said shit she didn't say. I was just kind of like, y'all, Brooks needs to go to therapy. Brooks needs to get out of our facial. She's just doing way too much, okay? But at the same time as Brooks is going to sit down with Nina, Sarah is talking to Lisa and Ayan, and Brooks is going at Nina about Sarah's response. Like I said, Brooks did ask for her opinion. Brooks says, so what to Nina? Hold on, I'm sorry, y'all. Brooks says, so to Nina is going through. Oh, yeah. Brooks says, so what? Because Nina said, listen, I'm going through something right now. We all know she's going through, which, her dad. And she was like, I'm sorry, Nina, but so what? We're all going through things. And I was just like, not if her dad about to die. Like, not if her dad about to die. Like, why is it that? Like, I don't know. I just feel like I couldn't be friends with a bitch after that. Like, if my dad is in the hospital about to pass away and you gonna tell me that you don't care, so what? Because you want to fucking argue about somebody questioning your poor ass parenting skills? Girl, Nina just walks away at some point because she couldn't take the way Brooks was all in her face, trying to, I trusted you. Girl, what are you talking about? She didn't say anything bad about you. She literally said that you had a problem with what Sarah said to you about your parenting. That's it. That's all. How is this Nina's fault? And how is it that you can really like not give a fuck about how Nina feeling right now? I was just like, girl. Stansbury is crying to her friend, an interior decorator, because she loves her friends, but she don't love her parents. Brooks comes over. She's already drunk. Okay. Sarah and Brooks walk away to talk. And Brooks is all in Sarah's face saying that she was judging her culture and saying she should, because she said she should break cycles. There is no cycle that I need to break. It's my culture. Let me tell you something, girl. I don't know what culture you're talking about, but if you're talking about the culture that you and I have in common, which is the African-American culture, girl, I'm really going to need for you to scoot back and stop. Because I want for y'all to stop making abusive parenting synonymous with African Americans. That is not a part of our culture for us to beat the shit out of our kids, be emotionally abusive, be detached. Like that's not like synonymous with being a Black parent. Please stop. Please stop putting negative negative things on us like that. Y'all, I did not like that at all. Anthony, thank you for the super chat. Sorry, off topic, Bondy, but girl, I'm so bucked up because finally got some soapy love after like 6 years since you first promoted it. I know, it's so good. Yeah, somebody said that she's hiding the accent, but she's got Latina. Okay, child, since we won't be so specific about the ethnicities today in the fucking chat. Okay, Lord. Anyway, y'all, that was 2 episodes of Dubai. Let me see, girl. I'm gonna be late for my therapy session. Fooling around with y'all. Okay? Fooling around with y'all. You know what the least y'all could do? The least y'all could do? The least y'all could do. Child. Ooh, what? Okay. Um, okay, come on, let's do it. Let's do it. All right. All right, come on. You want it? All right, let's go. All right. Brooke's family is from Honduras with Caribbean heritage. I didn't see anything she did that was abusive, just more structured parenting, which is very Caribbean. Girl, I love that Caribbean people think that they're more strict than African American parents. I love that y'all think that. That shit do not be true all the time, but that's cute that y'all think that. It's the same shit. It derives from slavery. It be the same shit, but okay. You want to call it structured? I'm going to call it a tad bit abusive, okay? Because you can have structure without beating the shit out of your kids. And we all know, come on, bro. Like, people can be strict and not beat their kids. And y'all going to act like that's not what she was like. Okay, fine. Whatever. That shit aside, we are specifically talking about the way she talked about sending her kid away to boarding school. That is what we were specifically speaking of as it pertains to Brooke's parenting for me. And also the things that she was saying in the scene. You want your son to be buying you cars every year. People think that shit is funny. It's not. It's a codependency. It's the mindset that even when you get older, you're still going to be tied to me in some way, that you are responsible for me. I don't like that. I don't care. What part of the Caribbean culture is it for you to send your kid away to boarding school and then call it sleepaway camp? What part of it is that? What part of it is that? Let me know. I want to know. Because that's what my main issue was. You picked at him about the way he was eating, which is fine. But you're actually sitting here arguing with people about sending him away to boarding school after you asked for their opinion. Yeah, I didn't think, okay, so what we saying then? If you saw the codependency, then you know what we seeing ain't right. So don't say you ain't see nothing abusive about it. Because to me, I think what everybody thinks of about abuse is physical. Or somebody always screaming on their kid. But no, abuse can be very passive aggressive. Abuse can be very, very sly. But to me, it's more about the emotional detachment. And to me, the emotional detachment, along with feeling like discipline and strictness, is more necessary than emotional support. That's not just Caribbean, y'all. That's Black people, period. Because we come from a system of racism in which a lot of our parental figures viewed how to bring somebody up through the eyes of slavery. The story is not different just because it's on a different island. I know that structure is different from detachment. Oh, I'm aware. That lady is detached, okay? Because you can create structure and still be very emotionally supportive and not have to see yourself as strict. To me, discipline comes in regimen. How you get your kids up at the same time every day. What are we eating for breakfast? Are your clothes laid out? Did you wash? Did you take care? Like, to me, creating a regimen of time for day-to-day life, that's discipline. That's structure. When you teach your kids that they have to do certain things every day, whether they want to do them or not, this is what you have to do every day. You have to clean behind your ears. You have to brush your teeth. You have to do your homework. You have to clean your room. You have to make sure you ate today. You have to pay attention in class. You have to have conversations with me about how you're feeling. You know what I'm saying? We have to take trips sometimes. We have to, that's, to me, discipline and structure. That's structure. You know what I'm saying? Trying to make sure your kid is a testament to the fact that you have money now. It's not structure. I'm just saying, you got a maid doing everything for that little boy, and you're gonna sit up here. You have a maid cutting his food, and he looked like he couldn't be what 10, 11, 12. He looked like he might be in that age range, and you have somebody cut his food. He should be able to cut his own food at that age. Where's the structure? And because when you say strict, I'm thinking structure. So where's the structure when you have a nanny doing everything for your son? Like, I was just looking at a whole bunch of different things that was going on with her that was, just very, it didn't mix. It didn't go. I have heard this as well. That's why I don't like that people try to make, bad parents. And I see that a lot on social media, trying to make that shit synonymous with Black people. It's like, no, there are some other people that got us beat. There are some other people that got us beat. Oh, child, trust me, I understand table manners, girl. No elbows on the table. You know what I'm saying? All of that shit. You know what I'm saying? But again, I'm from New Orleans. So I feel like our culture is more like Caribbean than American in some respect. So that's why I feel like those things aren't synonymous with Caribbean people, and y'all think that they are. So I see that a lot on social media. To me, honestly, I feel like a lot of Caribbean people talk about themselves as if they're better than African American people, and that annoys me. Like, we're so glad that you got rid of the white people. Like, brava, help us out. You know what I'm saying? Y'all come here and then just shit on us. Okay, listen. The African Americans, we don't clean enough. We don't work hard enough. We're not disciplined enough. We ain't shit. We know. That's what everybody tells y'all about us. Okay? Motherfuckers can't wait to come over here and blend in though. But it's all right. It's all right. It's all love as far as I'm concerned. Okay? I really don't see no different. Niggas just got dropped off first. But yeah, can we get into this, girl? Let me fix, because I got a therapy session today, and I really don't want to be like, shitting on my therapist's time like that. So let me fix this for a second, you guys. Hold up. And then we can get into Married to Medicine, because it wasn't that much, but oh wait, hold up. Is it today? Let me see. Do y'all do therapy? Girl, I be needing therapy. I don't know about everybody else. I don't know what everybody else got going on. Okay, no. Okay, it's not today. Thank God. Oh Lord, I be doing too much. All right, it's not today, y'all. It's next Tuesday. All right, thank God, because I ain't want to rush through this video. Fuck all that. Okay, y'all got me arguing with y'all about ethnicity and shit. I don't want to rush. All right, so Quad and Simone go to dinner. Mason is running Quad's life. She had to get him up out her bed. Simone talks about Miles' little girlfriend, Andrea, okay, because Quad can't seem to say Andrea. But we all know in real life they not together no more, okay? Contessa goes to see Toya for what? I do not know. I thought them hoes was not friends, but okay. All right, Contessa says her life is about no, I'm sorry. When she gets there, Toya is putting her flowers together. And Toya says, she's been on this self-love or this self-care kick lately. And Contessa is like, girl, you don't work. Your whole life is about self-care. Girl, what are you talking about? You know what I'm saying? Eugene doesn't know what makes him happy. And that's why it was so hurtful when Dr. Heavenly said that Eugene acts like a woman. And I was just like, girl, what? Y'all really gonna make Heavenly the root of all y'all problems? Okay. This honestly feels like Toya, Toya has a vendetta against Heavenly. Not to say that it's not justified, but Toya don't like Heavenly. And so now Toya wants to use Contessa being upset with Heavenly to her advantage. And they want to stage a coup. And they want to try to get all of the other women to be on their side to make Contessa, to make Heavenly feel bad about the shit she says on social media. All right? Because everybody's mad about the shit that Heavenly says on social media. I wish somebody would have done like a little compilation video. Let me see. Dr. Heavenly. Let's see. Somebody did shadiest moments. No. Funniest moments. Let's see. Oh Lord. I don't think nobody did. I wish somebody would have put a Dr. Heavenly YouTube compilation of. Okay. I wish somebody would have, but I don't think they have. They should. Somebody need to make a compilation video of all the times that she shaded them so we can go back and watch it. But until then, child, they mad. Okay. So what else? Eugene, back to Eugene. So now Eugene is working more since COVID slowed down because he has to make the same amount of money he was making during COVID. And Toya makes it a point in a confessional to point out that he wants to work that amount, not that he needs to. Because I think people think that she's running him into the ground. No, I did not see Heavenly's review of the show. I did not. I'm going to have to check it out, but I just didn't get a chance to see it yet. Eugene says he needs to figure something else out besides emergency medicine because he needs another outlet. He's burnt out. He thought he would be able to do that job until he was in his 60s. But no, girl, it's not feeling that way at all. Okay. So we're setting it up. Eugene is looking for something else. Eugene needs something else. Toya is all about taking care of herself while simultaneously, I guess making it so that Eugene has to work harder. Everybody gets so upset about that. Heavenly and Dr. Contessa, from what I understand, have always had an issue with Toya because they see her, Dr. Jackie who probably have always seen her as lazy. And I think as time has gone on, we have started to view these roles as women differently, meaning that if a woman wants to be taken care of by her husband and do nothing else, and her husband decides to do that, that's her prerogative. That doesn't make her any less of a woman. That doesn't mean that she is, owed less respect because she didn't want to go and be a damn doctor, but better yet, wanting to be what the show is actually about and just be married to medicine. Okay. So, I feel like there's nothing wrong with that. And I feel like the only person that should have an issue with Toya not working is the person that's taking care of her. And if the person that's taking care of her, which is her husband at his big age, is continuing to allow her to work him to death, if that is in fact what's happening, guess what? That's on him. You think I'm about to sit up here and be mad on Eugene's behalf because he's taking care of his wife? I ain't about to do that, girl. That sounds crazy as hell. Give me another reason to dislike Toya, but it's never going to be because that girl sit in her house and put flowers in a vase and take yoga and go on trips to Dubai. Bitch, if you can afford to live your life and enjoy it and not be encumbered by anybody's time clock or paycheck, bitch, do that. Do that. What? I don't understand how anybody's upset about Toya's life. That don't even make no goddamn sense. Okay? Yeah, I mean, Jackie be feeling the way, she just don't say nothing. Okay, that's why she enjoys her friendship with Heavenly so much, because Heavenly gonna say the shit that Jackie wants to say but cannot. Jackie is in her office with a pregnant patient, and she's talking to her patient about knowing what to expect during her labor, because Dr. Jackie can't always be there for every labor, and she wants the woman to be able to advocate for herself. And I really appreciated that conversation. I did, because it is important to advocate for yourself, know what to look for, what questions to ask, how you should be feeling at certain moments, what dilation looks like, all of those things. No question is too stupid. You go to the damn doctor, you're supposed to ask them everything you want to ask about your body and your baby. Okay. Yes, Bonnie. Why would I be upset because she's doing what her and her husband have agreed for her to do? Like, I don't understand. I just don't get it. That's not enough for me to dislike somebody. I need something else, girl. Honestly, I feel like Toya's a little lame every now and again, a little country, but she seems fun. Like, she seems fun. I don't know. Except for when she get in her bag, girl. Whenever them hormones be fucked up, child, Soya is a headache. Anila and her husband have to talk to the kids about the nanny leaving for good. And, the kids are really sad. They want Kika to stay. And then Anila is asking the lady if she's sure she wants to go. And if she ever wants to come back, she absolutely can. And I'm like, please stop, Anila. Please stop begging that lady to stay. That lady want to go and retire and take care of her own grandchildren and not yours. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know, y'all. I just kind of felt like that's why, because I feel like people with money, when you have money, if you want to get help, I don't see anything wrong with getting help. But I just kind of feel like to have someone so a part of your children's lives that they can't even leave without the kids, breaking down like that. I don't know. I just feel like I would probably be worried about making my kids that dependent upon somebody outside of their family for me. Especially if that person was never going to be in their life again at all. You know what I'm saying? Like, unless somebody passes away, people don't normally go away forever. So for that lady to be like, yes, I'm going away forever, meaning don't call me, I don't go here no more. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like, I just kind of feel like it was fucked up a little bit. You know what I'm saying? They did want them pinto beans. They did. Thank you, Felicia, for the super sticker. I appreciate you. I did not like Anila's complete disregard for the nanny's own life and family. Me either. I don't necessarily mind Toya being a stay-at-home wife. I just don't care for her and her fake elitist attitude. Child, that's what we're not going to do. That's what we're not going to do. What elitism? Girl, where? Girl, where's the elitism? What? Where? Where is it? Girl, it's not even in your education. Cut it out. Taking care of a family is not lazy, y'all. To me, it's not. But even if she wanted to be what's considered lazy, so the fuck be it. Like, fuck y'all be out here mad at other people's lives for. Simone and Cecil meet with Omarosa. They've known her for years before Trump. She's a best-selling author. She had $1 million book deal. And, she's the perfect person to hit up for advice about them coming out with their advice book for relationships. And, Cecil is talking about how they, can talk about the first year ish, the 5-year ish, the 10-year ish, the 15-year ish, the 20-year ish. Damn, it's a lot of, a lot of issues, a lot of years. And I was just sitting up here like, I thought it was the 7-year itch. I thought it was a 7-year itch. That was way too many itching and scratching. Y'all, I'm going to just keep it a buck. I don't know why they think a book about their relationship advice would be good. I don't, because personally, I think they're great people. Don't get me wrong. But I feel like they're staying together out of habit and out of history. Yes, you love a person, but you're probably not as happy as you could be with somebody else, or alone, or dating around. You know what I'm saying? Like, whatever the situation is, like, even though they're older now, y'all know I feel like Simone is missing something and she just don't even want to go looking for it. You know what I'm saying? And I do think that Cecil, now that he's no longer, doing whatever the fuck he was doing, now he has his bar downstairs and he can just go and drink himself to sleep every night like everybody else's dad did at some point. So I just kind of feel like, yeah, y'all still together, but it's not giving in love. It's not giving happy. It's giving we staying together because where else we gonna go? You know what I'm saying? Like that. And I don't know if I feel like Cecil needs a job. Like, he needs to figure out what he want to do with himself. It does seem like Simone might be going along with this book so he can have something. DM Rocks with the super chat. Thank you so much. Toya had me laughing when answering the door in the phone bucket. Yeah, I was laughing at that shit too. They think it'll be good because they've been together for a long time. People think that makes them relationship experts. I don't know. I feel like you can be together a long time. All that means is that you were either too scared or too lazy to leave, or you really happy. I'm gonna just keep it a book. Like or y'all are just cool with y'all situation. Some people are happy with their situation, whatever their situation is, and don't feel the need to go anywhere. Some people aren't happy. Some people are resentful. Some people do what they want to do when they want to do it. You know, some people love themselves with alcohol. Some people dive into work and think that other things can be more fulfilling, and let their relationships kind of take a back seat because that's not the most important thing anymore. What's most important is having somebody here at night when I come home. If I let you go, that means that you won't be here when I get home. Even if I can go out and have a good time with somebody else, I still need you to be here when I come back so I can feel safe. So, like, for me, even though I understand, I still kind of feel like they don't really look like they enjoy each other like that. So that's why I kind of feel like, yeah, y'all can write a book about being together for a long time, but like Walona said, you here, so is the garbage. My garbage, the thing that my garbage in has been here for a long time, girl. What that mean? Don't mean nothing. Okay, I mean, it's been holding my trash for 5 years. Thank you. That's great. All right, that's great. But does that mean I need to write a book about it? No. I'm just saying, like, I wanna read a book from two people that are like in love still at this age in their relationship. I wanna read a book from two people that enjoy having sex with each other at least 2 times a week at this age. I know it's not that important once you get to a certain point, but like, as a woman, I don't feel like I'll ever stop really being a sexual being. I'm sure I'll go through ups and downs like most women and like I have in the past, but I don't think I'll ever be at a point in my life where I'm like, oh, I'm done with fucking. No. So I'm going to need to be satisfied in this respect for the rest of my life if I'm going to be with somebody. And it seems to me that they're not even doing that. So no, I don't want a book about how y'all can be friends and stay together for the rest of y'all lives. Like, no. You know? Yes, communication, great sex, knowing what each other needs, keeping people out your business, having each other's back. Those things. Write to me about that. Don't write to me about how to, get past one hardship to get to the next one. Child. Jackie Christie and her husband is good for writing a book for marriage. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. I want to know. I want to know what's been going on with Doug and them, girl. Bondi is still important. 30 years in about 2 to 3 times a week, still fire. Thank you, Dion. That's what I like to hear. That's what I like to hear. I don't like to presume to, I don't like to assume that my life will be a certain way when I get to a certain age, but I just like to go off of what I know at this moment. And what I know at this moment is I'm always gonna want bump pelvis, motherfucker. So get it together. Okay. So let's move on. Contessa, Toya, and Simone throwing this intervention for Heavenly. Toya is in charge of the door, no phones. Quiet says, well, I'm just going to go ahead and step out then if I can't have my phone. I love the fact that so many people were like, girl, if I can't have my phone, I'm going to go ahead and go back to the house then. And of course, Contessa in this terrible wig she got from Heavenly Store, or Simone had to go run behind everybody to bring them back in, especially Dr. Jackie, who was like, nah, girl, I can't leave my phone in a whole nother room. I am a doctor in real life. Okay. People having babies and shit. I need to have my phone where I can hear it and see it. Thank you. Okay. Kwa says she knows the girls for their works. So some shit is about to go down. I say, Kwa, my girl, you would be right. Contessa gives her speech to everybody before Heavenly gets there about enabling Heavenly by not telling her how they feel about her YouTube channel. Anila says, I don't like this. I'm her friend. I can't. I really don't want to be on her bad side. Can y'all not include me? Can we act like I'm not here? Like, I feel like that's how Anila felt. Okay, Anila was like, like, I don't want to be on like Heavenly's bad side. We're cool, girl. I don't want to be with her. I don't. Okay, and that's understandable, Anila. Like everybody ain't built to beef with old Miami ass bitches. It's not easy for everybody, girl. Okay. Quad says y'all some dirty low down people. Oh, y'all some dirty low down people. I slap I said Quad, it's me and I am Quad in this scene, child. Quad says she feel like, it's gonna come off as an ambush to Heavenly, and she's not gonna feel good about that at all. Toya says, well, her YouTube is an ambush, so I guess we square. And I'm like, no, it's not. You know why? Because people are saying what they're saying about you anyway, whether they're saying it on Heavenly's YouTube video or not. It's happening anyway because y'all are on a reality show. So it's not the same thing as y'all all confronting her at the same time with a compilation video of all of the fucked up things she said about y'all on her YouTube. I'm not mad at y'all about feeling away, because I would feel away if a friend of mine had said some of the shit that Heavenly said about them on YouTube. But I also would have gave that hoe what she wanted on YouTube. Like I would have met her where she was at. Like I would have got on YouTube. If I was Contessa and I really was feeling a way about Dr. Heavenly saying shit on YouTube, bitch, I would have got on Instagram Live. I would have sprayed her out. That shit would have been all over the blogs. Okay? And I would have got my point across if we were trying to battle in the same arena. But what y'all did, I feel like, was some bullshit, because essentially, Contessa, Toya, y'all were getting help from other people so y'all could come to Heavenly with this bullshit. She been talking shit about y'all for years now, on YouTube and off. She has always said whatever the fuck she wanted to say to y'all on YouTube. When y'all not in a room, Heavenly has always said whatever she wants to say. To act as if now, because she's saying it on YouTube, it's so much worse, I'm just kind of like, how? Heavenly been like this. She just started saying it on YouTube. But she was saying all of this shit to y'all. That's why y'all couldn't stand her. So I'm just looking at all of them like, okay, are we really doing this? Thank you, Black Royalty, for the super chat. Nothing wrong with an intervention, but to ambush a person like Heavenly, that's like cornering a wild hyena. She's going to go off. I too would want to talk to my friend, but not set them up. Exactly. You could have had a conversation with Heavenly over the phone, first of all, and if you wanted to be public about it, you should have said something as soon as she said something on YouTube that made you feel away. You should have got your ass on Instagram and was like, Heavenly up there talking too much shit. Matter of fact, I would have called down to her channel. I would have called her phone like Jackie do. When she on there talking too much shit, Jackie calls her phone and interrupts the live. Okay? Contessa, learn something from Jackie instead of doing this passive aggressive craziness that you did on this episode. Okay, so they play the montage once Heavenly gets there. She said, quiet, don't do nothing but get ready. I don't know why her ass always late. Okay, you ain't got nothing else to do but get ready. What you late for? That shit was funny. There's no need to be mad about that. I'm sorry. Toya, old lazy ass bitch that did what she had to do to get a man. She has said that millions of times on the show. Next. First of all, Heavenly in her witch-like cackle, hilarious, but yet unnerving. Heavenly says that Quad was insecure and her face looks, I don't know. What did she say her face looked like? Her face looked stiff? I don't know. Anila said, oh no, it looked full. She said her face looked full. And Anila said, well, that's what fillers do. And then Quad says to Anila in the theater, bitch, I'm the youngest one here and the prettiest one here. I ain't never had no fillers. I'm like, you didn't? You ain't never had no fillers, Quad? Okay, Raw. I know Contessa had some filler this season, but I'm gonna let it go. Ain't nothing wrong with it. Y'all on TV. Y'all got to boop, boop, boop. Ain't nothing wrong with it. Do what you got to do. I just don't like when y'all do too much up around the lips. I don't like when y'all add shit to y'all cheeks like Jada did. I don't like when y'all make yourselves look like the cat lady. If we can refrain from doing all of that, if we can keep doing shit that wears off so we could at some point look like a regular person, then, you know, do your thing. Do your thing. Okay? But don't be out here doing the most, because then you're going to start looking crazy and I'm going to have to tell you about yourself. So, but that's not what Quad's giving, though. Okay? Heavenly also joked that Quad sleeps with married men. That I would be upset about. She called Simone a flip-flopper. Simone, girl, please. She gonna call you a flip-flopper right there. It don't even matter. Curtis is numb to ass. Well, I'm sorry. Curtis must have had so much ass in his face that he's numb whenever Jackie's ass is in his face because of all the stripper ass he's seen. And I was just kind of like, that's a bad joke. But at the same time, if y'all can deal with him being like, I just kind of feel like I'm not about to spend my time being upset about shit that is kind of true. or I'm not gonna waste my time being mad about something that's stupid. Like, who the fuck cares what she talking about? Like, I'm sitting on this nigga's face, so what difference does it make? You know what I'm saying? Like, Jackie gives me she's sitting on Curtis' face a lot. Kia Bell Sparks, thank you for the super chat. But notice Tessa didn't include the clip she talked about her friend Toya. Oh no, she didn't. She not gonna include her clips. They all went on Heavenly's YouTube channel at one point or another, with the exception of Toya and Simone, I believe. But everybody else, I believe, at one point or another has been on her YouTube channel. So if it was so much of a problem, why was y'all asses going on there? Okay? It's just stupid. Anyway, what else did she say? She said Anila don't even have a degree. She don't. The problem, though, Heavenly, is that it's this very elitist attitude that because all y'all hoes went to school and, you know, worked hard and developed debt for education and shit, that everybody that didn't want to do that is beneath y'all. That's the energy that it gives off. So when you say shit like Anila don't even have a graduate degree, bitch, I don't have to have one, and I'm still on the same show you on. Still living in a nice neighborhood. So my husband got a degree, bitch. I didn't want one. Okay, I like blogging. I don't need a degree. Thank you though. But yeah, she has that elitist attitude towards her education. Scott is doing what Contessa allows him to do. He talks to her crazy and she allows it. If she wants him to change, she's gonna have to leave. That's what Heavenly said. Now, Contessa, did you not threaten to divorce your husband, filed paperwork, he went to therapy, got himself together, and now y'all are working it out? So in fact, you did use Heavenly's advice, and now you are upset because she said it. Heavenly said, so that's what you do? You ain't talked to me for 5 months, but you gonna have me come down to your house so you can play some embarrassing ass montage of funny shit that I said about y'all on my YouTube? And Toya was like, oh, so you want a private conversation when what you did was public? Toya, shut up. Toya sitting up there talking about you need to stay out of our marriages. It's trifling. And I'm just like, you're on a reality show. If you don't want people in your marriage, get off of it, because that's what reality shows do. So trifling. Heavenly says that she's trifling because Eugene says that she's the worst decision he ever made. I said that's fucked up. That's fucked up. I can't defend that. But I also feel like you called her trifling. So you know you're gonna get the lowest of the low from Heavenly. Okay, that's how it's gonna come at you. So if you don't want low blows, then don't argue with Heavenly. I think we should know that by now, correct? She says it's in front of everybody and they talk behind. Okay. Heavenly reminded her that she just says it in front of her. She just says it on YouTube, but everybody says the same shit she says behind everybody back. And I said, this is also true. Heavenly, you and I have this in common, girl. I understand. Okay. Contessa starts crying and screaming, you did that. Heavenly was like, no, you the one that put the shit out there. I was commenting on what was already put out there. Contessa is screaming at the top of her lungs about how that's not true. You're making a joke out of my marriage. My marriage isn't a joke. Why don't you talk about what's going on in your fucking marriage? And Heavenly said the best thing, you're delusional. and you mad at me when you really need to be mad at your husband. To me, that was it and that was all. That was it and that was all. You're delusional. You're delusional. You know why you're delusional, Contessa? You put all of this shit out there about Scott. Not Heavenly. Heavenly hasn't told us anything we didn't already know about you and Scott. Like, yo, Contessa was wilding. All of that screaming and hollering and pushing back and forth and all of this strong girl shit. It's like, Contessa, go to therapy and deal with whatever the anger is about, honey. You're way too upset about this. You're way too upset about this. I honestly feel like you don't want to still be with Scott. Even when she was in a confessional talking about getting back with him, she did not seem happy about it. It was like, yeah, we're working it out. I'm staying, for now. That's what it seemed like. So if you're that unhappy, Contessa, it's okay for you to leave. It's okay. You can leave. Your kids will be fine. You have money, put them in therapy. They need to be in therapy anyway. Listening to you and Scott screaming, holler any close to the way you were screaming at Heavenly, let me know them fucking kids need therapy already, girl. Child, we all needed therapy as children. Heavenly calls Simone a flip-flopping ass bitch. Quad says this was about getting Heavenly back. Quad and Anila feel like this was not effective. And I don't feel like it was effective either. I think it was stupid. I think that Contessa could have had a conversation on the phone with Heavenly. She could have picked up the phone and said, Heavenly, when you said this on that last video, that really made me feel away. You could have said that. You could have did that. I'm not saying any of this will be in private. You could have did it on fucking YouTube. Okay? But you ain't gonna sit up here and act like this was reasonable. Thank you, Cindy, for the super chat. Heavenly said Contessa brought Layla to her and said, look, we have a family and you're ruining it. She said that's what broke her heart. Contessa, you did what? Contessa, you did what, my nigga? Are y'all serious right now? I heard somebody say that, and I was watching the episode looking to see her daughter, but I'm guessing, y'all, there's oil in this, and it's made my wrist red. Are you serious? You mean to tell me that you went and got your daughter out of her room and brought her into the volatile situation of you and Dr. Heavenly's argument? You went and got her and brought her into it so that you could make Heavenly feel bad, Contessa? Oh, Contessa. Contessa, I have a feeling you don't even realize how fucked up that was. I feel like you don't know how fucked up that was. Nothing that Heavenly said was taking your family for a joke. None of that. None of what she said was your family being a joke. You making a joke out of your shit. You. Contessa, that was really abusive that you did that. And I don't think you recognize that you did something so low as to bring your child into a situation and disrupt her peace so you can prove a point to Heavenly that did not need to be proven, because you're the only one that seems to be misunderstanding what's happening here. You brought your child into a volatile situation so that you can use her as a bargaining chip in your argument, as a trump card in your argument with Heavenly? Contessa, that's low as fuck, bruh. sorry, y'all. Like, I feel like you should protect children from shit like this. Like, children don't need to be privy to certain arguments. They don't need to hear you screaming back and forth with one of your homegirls about this stupid fucking reality show shit. Your kid is like, what, 9? And you brought her into an argument on your behalf with other women. Oh, Contessa, nothing that Heavenly said was as fucked up as that. And I don't know if you realize that or not. You went got your daughter and said, see, this is our family and you're ruining it. What? Yeah, no, that's not that's not cool on any level. That's not cool on any level. And I'm gonna just leave it at that and we're gonna move on. Cause I cannot with Contessa. That is very disappointing that someone so, so educated and all of that would do something just so immature and so low level. Like, godly, girl, you got that big ass house. I like when we walked into the basement movie room, I was like, she probably had that house built like that so that the kids won't be able to hear when they're taping and doing stuff in the bottom half of the house. All for you to go and get your daughter and bring her into it in the middle of the night. I feel like that was very detrimental. Contessa is giving prescription drug irrational. It's giving me chemically unbalanced. I don't know what's going on with Contessa, but if she thought that she made Heavenly look worse than she made herself look, I can't agree with that. I feel like you made yourself look way worse than you made Heavenly look. Y'all, let's move on to Real Housewives of Atlanta. That's just sad. I didn't even know that. Y'all like the video before we move on? All right. And we're back. So, Real Housewives of Atlanta. I can't wait. I'm excited. Okay, so Kenya shows back up to the house early. Okay, y'all remember that Marlo told her if she didn't show up and, be on time with the girls, then she wasn't going to be able to be a part of the festivities. So Kenya shows up bright and early, 9 o'clock in the morning, energy high. Okay, she asked Drew to see her tits. It's like, what's going on? Kenya was on some other shit. I was here for it, though. She comes in dancing with Sonya. Then Marlo comes down, and she's like, hi. And Marlo, reaches out to hug her, and Kenya was like, no, not fake hug today. Not gonna fake hug today, girl. I'm not gonna do it. All right. Marlo says they're going gem mining. I said, not gem mining. Oh, we're going to find gems. Is that what we do? We go find gems? We don't just go and buy them, Marlo? Well, this seems contradictory. So, think about it. Do we really think that Marlo wants to dig through dirt for gems? Or does she want to just go shopping? I'm so confused. I don't know. Who thought of this? Whose idea? Marlo wants Kenya to come by and see her so that they can talk. And Kenya was like, yeah, I heard ya. And just kind of goes on about her way. Sonya proceeds to try to get Kenya. Excuse me. Hell, I've been talking all day. All right, hold up. I'm good. Whew. Marlo telling Kenya, can you come give me come talk to me for a minute, babe? When you finish, can you come talk to me for a second? Can you come talk? Y'all, the tone of it was giving principle. The tone of it was come to my room so I can check you about something. Come talk to me so that I can reprimand you about something, is what it was giving to me, doll. And I didn't like it. I didn't like it. And honestly, I feel like I don't think that Kenya had to engage. I'm also not going to pretend that this was really Marlo's trip. This is a Real Housewives of Atlanta trip in which you were designated to choose and pick what was going to happen and be labeled as the person in charge of the trip when we all know that someone else footed the bill. So this is not your trip. That's why this trip is not moving without Kenya, because this is a Real Housewives of Atlanta trip. This is the RHOA trip. RHOA trips mean that the cast, especially the highest paid on the cast, will not be left behind for new season peach holders. That's just not going to happen around here. That's why they sat in the damn driveway for an hour and a half, because production was not pulling off to continue this without Kenya there. Girl, what? I'm sorry. Sonya trying to get Kenya to talk to Marlo. Kenya doesn't care. Kenya doesn't want to talk to Marlo. Marlo goes to her room and gets on the phone with somebody, and they're saying if Kenya doesn't want to act like she has some sense, then she can go home. If she doesn't want to get with the program, she can go. And I'm like, the idea that any of y'all new season motherfuckers think y'all gonna tell Kenya that she gonna, leave off the trip. Girl, I guess it's, y'all know, that's why she told everybody to leave, because she couldn't kick Kenya off the trip. It was either everybody or nobody, but it wasn't gonna be Kenya. It wasn't gonna be like that. Okay. Sonya is talking to Kenya, saying that Marlo has a gift for her in her room. And Kenya says, girl, I don't want that. Whatever demon she got on there, girl, I don't want that. Okay, no, thank you. Sonya feels like if Kenya feels so strongly about about Marlo, then she shouldn't have even came on the trip. And I'm like, Sonya, shut up. I just explained. Sonya, shut up. Sonya feels like Marlo is sensitive right now. She's going through a lot. Oh, you mean she's upset because she had to tell her nephews to get the fuck out of her house and now she's off on a trip? Is that what we're talking about? Kenya says that Marlo treats everyone like shit, even her nephews. She treat me like shit and she treat her nephews like shit. And it's so funny because she told her nephews to get the fuck out and she told the girls to get the fuck out on this trip. Yes, she did. She sure did. She damn sure did the same thing. Yeah, she did. Sonya says, well, this is a woman that never planned to be a mother. Y'all, I'm not a mother. I'm not a mother, y'all. And I know that you can't just throw no damn children away once you decide to take them in. I'm not going to say I feel like she really threw them out as much as I feel like she wants us to think she really threw them out. And even if Marlo didn't really tell her nephews to get the fuck out of her house, she's okay with lying to us about it for a storyline, which to me is just as bad, because you were okay with making your nephews out to seem as if they were having some disciplinary problems. Under the stresses of their life as it is, you will make them out to seem like they're upset or doing something they aren't doing, so that you can promote a certain type of narrative on a reality show. That is just as bad as actually telling them to get the fuck out. Like, it's all bad. It doesn't matter how you slice it. For me, it's all bad. Okay? And Kenya feels a way about it. Kenya says that I think she was saying she had her foster parents that she was living with, and her mom's family wanted to get to know her, so she was supposed to come and finish out high school with them, and they decided it was too much because Kenya used to have to get in a lot of fights when she was in high school, and so they decided they were going to send her back. And Kenya jumped out of the car, rolled, and ran away to an ex-boyfriend's house. Do you know what could have happened to Kenya if she had not been somewhere safe? She could have been trafficked. She could have been killed. She could have been, assaulted. All kind of things could have happened. All of the above could have happened to Kenya because somebody decided to throw her away when it became too difficult for them. Don't take on the responsibility if you have not thought about, what if this child is acting a damn fool? Can I deal with this child acting a damn fool? Can I work with them if they're acting a damn fool? And the thing about it is, most kids act a damn fool. But when they're your own kids, you can't just send them away anywhere. So you have to try to work on it. You have to try to fix it. Okay? So for her to do that and then casually go back to get them and have them on pictures on social media as if it didn't happen, even if they were gone for 30 days, y'all, I don't think any of that is healthy for those kids, especially not then on a reality show with everybody knowing about all of it. As if people at school don't know what Real Housewives of Atlanta are. So y'all think the kids at school don't ever make fun of Marlo's nephews for whatever their situation may be? Not even to say that the situation is something to be made fun of, but y'all know how kids are. Kids ain't shit. Kids ain't shit. Kids' mamas be watching these shows. They see you at school with something fly on. They hating on you. Now they bringing up the shit that they heard on the show or heard their mamas talking about on the show to you. There's a whole bunch of things that could happen bad because of these kids being on this show under the circumstances of their lives. So for me, I just kind of feel like I totally understand where Kenya is coming from, especially when Kenya takes the attitude of, I know what it's like to be displaced and feel unwanted. And Marlo don't give a fuck about me because she don't even give a fuck about her nephews if she'll treat them that way. Of course she don't care about me. To me, that is common sense. Everything that Kenya said was somebody that not only can assess and understand the person that they're dealing with, but understanding that that person's actions are indicative of them being ain't shit. And we ain't finna argue with people who ain't shit just so that that person can get more shine off of arguing with me. Why would I even grace you with the satisfaction, especially being the OG villain of this show? Kenya knows that arguing with anybody is giving them camera time. Arguing with anybody is cementing them into the fabric of the show. Marlo is already, embedded in the fabric of the show, but this is her first season as a peach holder, and she gonna have to make her money. But I think Kenya feels like, bitch, you ain't about to make the money off me. Make it yourself like I had to make it myself. And really, I feel like when you compare the way Kenya did her villainship versus to the way, Marlo did hers, you could absolutely see the intelligence that the queen has, okay? And I'm only saying that because it annoys me that every time Marlo wants to call Kenya a queen, is to try to point out how she's not acting like one. And I just kind of feel like no matter how she's acting, you're always the jester, Marlo. You're always the clown, okay? Just sad, y'all, just sad. Sonya, being the new bone carrier, okay, bone carrying 2.0, Sonya goes and tells Sheree what she heard, and then they go and get Marlo. Marlo's already upset with Kenya because Kenya doesn't want to come into the principal's office with her. And so now they're going to sit down, and even though I feel like Sonya was explaining it well, it wasn't like she was saying that Kenya was necessarily talking shit. But she said the things that Kenya said, knowing that Marlo was going to get upset about it. I mean, you couldn't even wait till y'all got to dinner that night. And this is what we're talking about when we say that Sonya be moving too fast, trying to do shit too soon, being overzealous, being thirsty, being desperate to be seen, being desperate to be a part of the clique, when you really could just play it back, be cool, and the situations will create themselves for you to have the moment. That's how it happens. You got to wait for the moment. But see, Sonya don't want to wait. Sonya just want to be fucking messy for the sake of having all of these little small, insignificant moments. I almost feel like, bitch, did you study Drew before you came on the show? Is that why you decided to come in through Drew? Because you studied the way she came on the show? Because to me, I feel like Drew did a lot of little bitty things in order to get herself talked about enough that she would be able to come on for another season. Oh, Oh, no problem. I see you, Critic Chronicles. What else? What else? Marlo says that she needs to have a conversation before they go anywhere. Okay? Sonya, let's pray. Pray Kenya doesn't mention the boys again. Pray she doesn't mention them. I'm like, girl, shut the fuck up. Okay? So Candy gives Sheree advice on putting out She by Sheree and tells her that you need to do a little small line first so that you can fund a bigger line. Y'all know Candy gives the best advice for business. If you ain't gonna listen to nothing Candy say, you need to listen to her about business. Child, but Sheree gonna go in and tell us that Martell is helping her get She by Sheree up off the ground. Oh, the nigga with no builder's license is gonna help you get your fashion line up off the ground. Correct? Okay. Marlo tells Kenya to come talk to her one more time before they get ready to leave to go gem mining. And Kenya was like, I'm not doing this. So Kenya starts running around the house and laughing. And it was the most hilarious shit. So watch her run around that house from security. And then Marlo was like, I'm not gonna chase you, Kenya. I'm not gonna chase you, Kenya. Oh my God. And so they finally all converge in the kitchen. And by this time, even Candy is like, come on, Kenya. You are antagonizing this girl. You said you don't like when people antagonize you. You are antagonizing her. It is just getting old at this point. Can we just go? You know what I'm saying? That's how Candy is feeling. Everybody's annoyed. But I personally am enjoying the shit out of Kenya's attitude towards Marlo. I'm enjoying it. I'm not even gonna lie to you guys. Okay, so surprised to be at this place. So surprised. But Kenya said that this season, she said, you know what, you guys, I'm just not doing it this season. I'm just not gonna do it. And Kenya, you deciding not to do it, honey? It's amazing. I love it for you. You should keep this energy. Okay. Marlo was like, how much ass kissing do I have to do on my own trip? And Kenya says, listen, don't insult me, okay? We can talk, because she was like, you know, you're either going to talk to me or you're going to go your ass home. It's like just very, you know, demeaning, talking to me like you're in charge of something. Kenya says they can talk in front of everybody. They don't need to talk in private. Marlo doesn't want to talk in front of everybody. So Kenya says, no, I'm not talking to her in private. I'm not giving her a moment, because all she's going to do is try to disrespect the fuck out of me, and I'm not doing it, okay? So Marlo says, well, enjoy your ride home then. Enjoy your ride home. Enjoy your ride home, Kenya. Okay? Nothing will take me away from Michael and William, Kenya. Wait. Nothing but death. Nothing but death. I'm sorry. Okay. All right. I'm putting it together. Nothing will keep me from Michael and William. Nothing. What? Who said me and you are self apart? Michael and William. Ain't no ocean, ain't no sea. Michael and William. Keep your momsy away from you. Michael and William. Nothing will keep me from Michael and William. Girl. Because I was like, who said that? I'm sorry. Who said that? I'm sorry. I'm done. Who said that? Who was trying to keep you away from Michael and William, girl? I love that Kenya said, ain't nobody got to keep you away from them because you left them. Oh, sorry. But you did. You dropped them off. You kicked them out. Candy gives Sheree. Hold on. I read it. Hold on. I'm sorry. My notes got messed up while I was laughing. I'm sorry. Nothing will take her away from Michael and William. Kenya says, because you gave it away. Marlo starts talking about her deflated. There you go with that fake ass, that ugly, deflated, disgusting ass of yours. They go outside. Marlo tells drivers, everybody but this one right here in the white. Everybody can go but her. She has to stay behind. Okay? Bro, Kenya got in the car like, ain't nobody listening to her this bullshit. But because Marlo is in a car at the beginning of the driveway, nobody can get out because the car at the beginning of the driveway is blocking everybody behind her. I know. I'm fucking my throat up doing Marlo, but it's hilarious, so I have to keep doing it. I'm sorry. I'm making myself laugh. Okay. So they sit in the driveway for an hour and a half. Drew is like, listen, can we please just go gem mining? You know, and she was like, okay, we can go. We can all get in my car. She was like, but I don't want to get in the car with this bitch, talking about Fatum. And then she starts calling Fatum Sheree's lapdog. What are you talking about, Drew? I didn't even do anything to you, Drew. Like, bitch, you and this old wicked witch of the East ass voice. Fatum, please stop. Fatum, please stop making high-pitched noises. I think that Drew was calling you a dog because you sound like a chihuahua. You sound like when my chihuahua terrier mixed dog be out here. Like that's what you sounded like, Fatum. Okay, Candy and Mayetta was like, girl, get in the car. Okay, then everybody go out back to take some pictures because they tired of sitting in the driveway waiting. Marlo cries to Sonya and Sheree, I just really wanted to have a good time. I just wanted my girls to make me feel better. I just wanted my girls to be there for me. I just wanted this to go better. I just wanted to feel better. It's not better at all. They go out, they jump on the trampoline. Everybody gets the gas and the anger out of their asses. And then eventually they set out to go gem mining. Kenya hands the shop owner his 2024 Trump sign. You can take that. I am continuing to like Kenya. It is ballsy as fuck. Marlo says, this is the worst decision I've ever made. Okay, after they was looking through the gems and Fatum and Drew start arguing again, child, I don't know about what, okay? But nobody made her feel better. Nobody made me feel better. I'm like, girl, you and all of this fake emotion, you feeling sorry for yourself because you kicked your nephews out, like wanting everybody to woo you because you told the teenagers to get the fuck out. Girl, get the fuck out of my face, this shit. I'm sorry, y'all. I don't feel bad for Marlo. I think Marlo is fake as fuck. I think that all this, I'm just having such a hard time shit is fake. Her trying to invoke sympathy out of the girls, it all feels fake. It's fake. I don't believe none of it. Fatum is exhausting. Fatum be drinking too much. She's way too, into it. Even Sheree is like, girl, let them have their moment. Sheree, your friend is more about it than you. Okay? Drew threw out a doggy treat at some point. I think she threw out a doggy treat when they were at the car, and then later when they got back to the house, she threw out the doggy treat again at Fatum. That shit was so funny. I ain't gonna lie. I was laughing. I also think that Drew looked really good. When the security was holding Drew back, I was like, damn, Drew, you look good right there. That was a good shot. You look cute. Her makeup was done really, really nice. Marlo decides once they get back, everybody kind of gets back to their rooms, and then Sheree checks on Marlo, and she's like, it's just it didn't go the way I wanted it to go. I want to go home. I want to go home. So Sheree gets everybody to come out and talk to her. You guys, I just feel like this trip, it's not at all what I planned it to be. I'm like, girl, are we still doing this? And then she says, I've called all the cars. I just want everyone to go home. And Fatum was like, well, I'm so sorry if I had anything to do with, I can't deal with people that don't like me and I don't like them. And then it's just like, girl, you knew I was going to be here. I'm a housewife. What are you even talking about? Shut the fuck up. Fatum, y'all are doing it again. Nobody wants y'all to do it again. Stop. Stop. She's not coming back. She did too much. I know. I saw Fatum on Candy speak on it. The one thing I heard during the speak on it was that Marlo said some terrible things about baby Brooklyn. So let me say this. I am so tired of people conflating someone speaking about their parenting with someone speaking about their child. Please stop doing that. Someone can be saying that you don't do well with your children. That's not a bad look on your children. So it's very annoying for me when Marlo decides to start making negative comments about baby Brooklyn because Kenya said that you weren't treating your nephews right and that you had further traumatized your nephews. All for you to eventually cry about possibly traumatizing your nephews. So you're going to take offense to what Kenya said and then internalize it later on? Or weren't you already worried about fucking up the kids? You was going to people asking them advice and shit. And now when everybody's telling you, because Kenya was not the only one that said you were wrong for sending them kids up to your sister's place with the 2 bedrooms. We ain't heard about a nigga over by the sister house yet. No help. You sending more kids over there. Girl, what? Marlo, you ain't shit. Like, you ain't shit, bruh. You ain't shit. And they cut it out, and you lucky they cut it out. Because I swear to God, had I known specifically what was said to Kenya about her baby, I would have dragged you by the edges that you're trying to grow. Right here from my computer. But nonetheless, edgeless. You won't have to call Drew's doctor again. Call Drew's doctor. Get their help. Because if I had the specifics of what you said about the little girl, and I'm going to tell you why that really annoys me. Because you do a lot of pump faking, acting like you give a fuck about Kenya baby. You do a lot of pretending like you really love and care about baby Brooklyn. All for you to take what Kenya said about you, turn it into something about the boys. Also, you could have a reason to say something negative about her fucking baby. Girl. Get her away from me. Get her away from me. Get her away. I don't like it. 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 It don't even matter. It don't even matter. I don't know what she said about the baby. I don't care what test tube, all of that. Until I hear specifics from somebody who was there, I'm not even going to go down that route. But I'm going to say if I had the specifics of what she said, I drag her by her edgeless lace front. Somebody pray for her. But yeah, that's all I got. That's all I got. Oh yeah, no, I'm fine. I'm fine, y'all. I've been talking all day. And there's anything your girl know. Listen. Okay, it'll be fine. It'll be fine. I'll go fix me some chai tea and I'll be just fine. Okay. All right. I'm done. Okay, I'm done. Am I the only one who thinks Marlo was fake crying like she knew when her nephew's birthday was before she planned the trip? Marlo stay playing the victim, and we sick of it. Somebody snatch her peach. This live was so funny. I'm glad you enjoyed it because I'm tired. I'm tired and I gotta go. Plus, I feel like Niecy got a live that's about to come on that I want to go watch. So I love you guys. All right. You have a good rest of your day. And y'all know, y'all will see me tomorrow for something. All right, probably basketball holes and Tammy and them. All right. All right, y'all. I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.